Welcome, 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 and thank you for joining me. I'm JoAnna Ward, host of On the Move with JoAnna Ward, and do we have a fantastic fitness segment for you. We have with us today Coach Gary Brown from Team Octopus Fighting. They fight, they like do MMA, which is mixed martial arts. Of course, I'm not the expert, but I have the expert with me. Welcome, welcome, welcome to On the Move, Coach Brown.
Nice to be here.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure and honor to meet you.
Thank you very much.
73 years old, looking like you're 27. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
And you told me you kind of eat what you want to eat and do what you want to do.
Yeah, pretty much, but I've never smoked, I never drank. I spent 18 months in Vietnam, came home, and I continued with my martial arts, my physical fitness. So as long as I'm doing my physical fitness, then I feel good.
You feel good at 73,
yeah.
and so you're still active every day, and
yes.
you have Team Octopus. Tell us a little bit about how you got
I don't have it. I train there.
You train there?
I
Okay.
teach classes
You
there.
teach classes? Oh, so you're an instructor there.
Yes.
So how did you get into mixed martial arts after coming out of the military?
Well, I was in martial arts long before then.
Mm-hmm.
I started boxing in 1951. Mm-hmm. I started martial arts in 1954 in a children's home in Columbus, Ohio. And I've been doing it ever since.
And you say you never smoke,
No.
and you never drink.
No.
And here you are, standing still, physically fit, fighting and training and coaching.
Well, and I praise the Lord every day.
Every day.
Every day.
So you can't leave that out either.
Can't leave it out.
So we don't necessarily have to have these mind-altering substances
No.
to have longevity and enjoy life and be physically fit.
No.
So thank you so much for sharing that with our audience. Now, about our older people who probably think that, I just can't do this, I can't do that, I'm too old, I might break a bone, I might injure something. What kind of advice would you give them?
Advice I give them right now would be that if they're my age or even younger, I would say, make sure you get up in the morning time, early in the morning. As long as you stay in bed, the worse it gets. Get up early in the morning time. As soon as you wake up, get up. Get up, start moving, and start getting your day started. And then always make sure I do the night before that I've got something the next day that I can actually start work on, start doing. Like these guys, I work on them. So
you work on them. So you brought some people with us today.
Yes.
And who do we have with us today?
I have Eric and I have JB.
Okay, and what is it that they're going to show our viewers today?
They're going to show some parrying drills, blocking drills, so you get punched in the nose and the mouth.
Okay.
And the right way. And then we're going to show some kicks later on and stuff. But the parrying drills in self-defense or in fighting are probably the most important thing, because with the parrying drills, you're blocking all the punches, you're blocking the kicks. That way you don't get hurt, but you're also able to go back with some offense if you need it.
So could they use some of this kind of stuff if I was like in the mall and I was trying to get in my car and somebody
yes,
tried
most
to
definitely.
get me, I can just get them up off me?
Yeah.
Like,
Trouble is that most people's shins are not conditioned. So if you decide to kick somebody shin to shin, it's going to hurt.
Shin to shin.
Yeah, it's going to hurt.
What if I just want to kick them?
Oh, if you want to kick them, that's
just
awesome.
kick them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to step back here with you and watch you guys. And if I just have any questions, I'll just ask you guys. And this is Eric Bullock, and this is JB.
JB.
Awesome sauce. Let's go, guys.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now, we'll have JB throwing some punches at Eric. Eric, you can go ahead and block, move around a little bit, and take it slow so that people can see how we're blocking the punches, okay?
So is Eric blocking now?
Little harder than that, little.
Eric, you're blocking right now?
Yeah, he's parrying
And
drills.
JB is the person on offense.
Yeah, he's on
okay.
offense, he's on defense.
Offense and defense, okay.
Our hands are up. We're still blocking.
Right.
Close your hands a little bit.
And this is just sparring drills?
Yeah, these are just sparring drills so you don't get hit.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're just blocking and blocking and blocking.
And working on hand-eye coordination and
Yes.
following the attack? Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of times the shoulder is what shows you what the next punch is going to be.
Oh, okay.
The shoulder has to move before the hand starts.
Okay.
So if you can't just punch, you have to move their shoulders. So we'll basically watch them from the nose down to the chest.
Nose to the chest,
and that
okay.
tells you which way they're going.
Got it.
Also,
So
when
this is not a good way to fight right here.
Right, no. And also when they're punching, while you're stepping, if you're going to throw a kick, you're throwing here. When you go here, your other weight's here, so now you're able to throw the kick.
Okay.
So when you move that way, it gets you to show you how to throw the kick. If he steps up here, then you know there's going to be the left kick.
Oh, okay. So I go here with that one.
Yes.
And then here. I got to step.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to have Eric throw at JB. a little faster, a little harder.
Than what JB was doing, Eric.
Yeah.
So they're still sparring, but they're getting ready to change offense to defense.
Yes.
So now JB, you're on defense and Eric's on offense, and it's gonna go faster.
Okay.
Let's see
Go a
what's
little
up.
quicker, a little harder.
Don't hurt JB, Eric. JB not gonna let you because that's why he got his blocks up.
Don't block them all.
Yeah, and don't
Look at him hitting back. JB, I thought you was just blocking.
don't get hit, JB. You'll be embarrassed. Left shoulder forward.
Left shoulder, okay. Oh,
You
okay,
can't-
like that. I can block that with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't be square on. You have
can't
to
be
have
square
left,
on,
You have
okay,
to
I
be
get-
left shoulder forward.
Left shoulder forward. If I'm right-handed, is it still left shoulder forward?
Yeah, your
Okay.
left shoulder's got to be here. If you're southpaw, the right shoulder's got to be
Okay, so JB is using his forearm and everything too.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the way I teach.
Okay. Because that's even a more protective than
All
just
right,
my glove.
relax.
Okay.
Now what's going to happen, Eric's going to throw at JB. JB's going to counter behind the punches,
Okay.
okay? So, pop, 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 and come back like the drill we do, okay? And go.
Oh, snap. Oh. No wonder I didn't do this segment. I might mess around and get hit. Oh, that's that quick. Oh, so somebody who beat somebody up in the mall that was messing with them and they just dropped real quick, like in their first 30, they probably messing with somebody to do
Yeah,
MMA.
because
Need
your
to talk
time,
about real quick.
your base, your balance, your coordination is everything. That you can't do this without that. So
Okay.
everything's based in balance. People in the street are not based in balance.
Right.
They throw wild punches.
Yeah.
This would be no problem for JB or for Eric.
To just hit somebody like and
Yeah.
have them fall in 15 seconds.
Good.
Because they're basing it up and they're just going to send all that energy to.
Yeah. And see what's happening. Eric's throwing, JB's blocking the hand and coming back, which is.
Oh, he's blocking and coming back. Okay.
Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. See, that's
Walk us
what
through it, y'all.
this section right here. Just walk through it real quick.
Walk through
Turns,
it.
so the camera can see it. Turn. So he's going to throw. He's going to block
And then-
throw back.
Throw back, JB?
Bump.
Oh,
See how he
snap.
did?
Okay.
See, most people don't do that. Most people punch, come back. The other person punch.
Oh,
So with
he's
us,
like,
it's boom, boom, and steady throwing. It's very intimidating. Go ahead, just move a little bit. Move a step forward there, JB.
Oh, snap. Dang, if those were hits, Eric could be taking something to the face, right?
Yeah, he would be if JB was throwing.
Throwing, yeah. Because JB, you say JB fights a little bit. He already does like some.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does Muay Thai. He was rated #1 in the Southeast.
Really?
In Muay Thai.
JB, you got a girlfriend? Because you rated #1 in the ring.
And then he's never done jiu-jitsu, but he had 2 MMA fights and did extremely well.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, and he's ranked #1 in the region in.
He was, and then he got his shoulder hurt, so he had an operation on his shoulder. So while he was out, another guy that JB already beat,
Right.
kept on fighting. So he got JB's #1. So JB right now, instead of doing Muay Thai, he wants to start doing MMA.
Got it. Okay. Well, my goodness. No wonder I don't do this.
Yeah.
I just start out with the girl fight.
Stop. No, he just got clocked.
Good
The
job.
same
guys.
time this is happening is the same time that in Thai, when JB's blocking and tapping and going, it's the same time he can actually kick.
Okay.
So we'll go through a small segment of that.
A small
real
segment.
quick.
Okay.
Okay, so this time, JB, you'll actually go through the same thing, tip, go with your kicks as well.
Tip go. Okay. Oh, he's just tipping. Oh.
Go ahead and
snap.
pair the punches first.
Oh man. So that's the same thing? We just adding kick into it?
Huh?
It's the same thing. We just adding kick into it. Now,
Yeah.
what is this technique
Yeah,
called
this
altogether?
is Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Okay.
This is where you start adding the whole thing together.
This is what Eric likes the most.
Yeah.
For the most part.
He
All
don't
right,
like
all right,
jiu-jitsu-
relax.
jiu-jitsu.
Now we'll reverse this. You'll parry and you'll throw the kicks.
Deep breath.
Parry the shots.
And this isn't based on judge. When they do this competitively, are they judges or they just go by hits or?
No, there's judges.
And judges say who won based on
There's
hits?
3 judges around the cage, around the ring.
Okay.
There's 3 judges that determine the kicks get the higher points.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, the kicks get the higher points. The knee shots, knees to the body get like second highest points, and then punches come next.
Okay.
And for the next highest points.
So you have to not just know how to fight and hit and kick, but you also have to know how to defend yourself from
Yes.
and predict. Is it predicated? Like, is it predicted? Like, I can kind of tell based on his body movement stance the type of kick that he's getting ready to hit
Yes.
you with next.
All right, stop just for a few minutes. I want you, Eric, to go ahead and do the same thing, except I want you to split his hands, come in, and tie up.
Are y'all good with that? So let me ask you something. Why does Eric have on those things and he don't have on any of them?
Well, because he didn't bring any.
JB, you don't need that because your shins are hard. You don't need no.
My shins are conditioned, so.
They
His shins are conditioned.
Gracious.
He can kick shin to shin with
I
people.
need to work on some conditioning for my chins.
He can kick shin to shin with
He
people,
can?
bone to bone. Yeah.
Gracious.
So, yeah, same things.
I just have a fit when I kick the tiny room
I
table.
mean,
I'm just like,
he's got a wide upper body, but I think he's got like a woman's waist, 28 inch waist
Really?
or something, so.
so he's just built up like that. You got a girl? I actually have a girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, guys, let's see what we got a few more minutes.
Here we go. Okay, so eventually you want to get in, tie up with him. This is another thing we call tie up.
Okay.
So is JB throwing at me this time? Or?
Yeah, you're tying up with him.
Okay.
Knee,
Oh.
knee.
So JB's using his forearms to block
Yes,
that from
yeah.
messing up his ribs?
Yeah, well, Eric's throwing out here. He's not throwing to the center, but I'll show you how to defend against that. Now, Eric's going to tie up with him,
Okay.
and as he ties up with him, turn this way. Now JB's going to walk him backwards. He can't. No, you're supposed to be throwing knees as he's walking backwards.
All right, go.
Oh, and so that makes it harder for Eric to.
Yeah, it makes it hard for Eric. And besides, people are not tying up as far as he is. Fighters tie up this way here. They tie up here tight. But
So what does JB do at that point?
well, he's got his hands up here on PLC 2. PLC 2 means point of contact. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3.
Okay.
So when I'm here, if I throw a left knee, he pulls my elbow in. That way I can't throw the knee.
Got it.
If I bring this knee, he pulls that elbow in, I can't throw the knee.
Got it.
If I bring a knee, he walks me backwards. I can't keep walking me. I can't throw a knee.
Because you got to use your legs to
Right.
either go back or you're going to
Now,
fall back.
So if I'm moving him backwards, then I can throw the knees. But as long as he's moving me backwards, then
so that
he
way
can't throw the
it
knee.
takes a lot to be strong.
Yeah, so if I throw a knee, he moves me backwards, I lean back, the knee's not coming up.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. JB, I know you have on gloves, but I wanted to just thank you, Eric. Thank you so much, Coach Brown. You are awesome.
Thank you.
So you guys, Coach Brown, you guys are at Team Octopus, which is located
Sandy Springs.
Sandy Springs and
Midtown and Chamblee is the other location.
And I believe that you guys can get a free pass for a day or a week or something like that just by checking them out. They're at Sandy Springs mostly. And we're getting ready to go to a break where we're going to have an opportunity to talk about Eric one-on-one. And again, if you want to find any of these guys, remember he has a 28-inch waist and he's like in the region. But I want to thank you guys for looking, and MMA might be one of those things you want to add to your fitness. You guys go take a break if you participated with them, and we'll be right back with Eric Bullock. He's going to be talking to you guys about how to lose some quick weight quick. Take a break and we'll be right back. Well, welcome back. I know at this point that you feel more familiar with mixed martial arts. Is that right, Eric?
Yes.
Welcome back. Me and Eric have cleaned up, and now we're going to tell you a little bit more about his story, his pathway to self-discipline, and getting involved in mixed martial arts. So, Eric, you look amazing when you're in your physical fighting outfit, but even better now in your nice, beautiful, new crisp clothes. So, Eric, let's start before you got into the mixed martial arts. Let's talk about some of the lifestyle changes you told me you just made, and these are serious lifestyle changes that I think, a lot of people struggle with today.
And pretty much just trying to clean up the way I was eating without getting on a crazy diet because they don't pan out very well for me. So I just kind of paid attention to what I was eating, like portion size, and trying not to eat huge amounts throughout the day and kind of stay away from the snacks and stuff.
So you had gotten up to how much past your, because looking at you, you would never think that you would ever overweight.
Right.
Like, it's so hard to see that.
I was around 225, 230, and it was all in this area right here. I like to call it skinny fat.
Right. And what happened?
Basically, it kind of got hard for me to put my pants on anymore. It was hard to button them. I was having to use that belt to hold my pants up, and I kind of got tired of it.
And you said was it a coworker or someone that said something to you? And
Yeah, somebody said something to me not too long ago about my had a little bit of fat hanging over my belt line there. Wasn't too happy with that.
and something inside of you, because I think everybody kind of has that. Here I come. You know, I'm gonna be that bulge over your belt, and they just kind of let it happen because they just feel like it's a part of life. But your personality, you saw it and then you took action. Tell us a little bit more how that mindset works and how we can, even if we don't have that particular personality right now, how we can probably maybe take some steps towards, here I come, I'm gonna be that bulge over the belt. How do I pull back?
It's kind of hard for me as I'm one of those all or nothing type people. So I can take time off of the gym and I start to get into a little bit of a lazy attitude, and then it translates into work as well. And that's usually where I start seeing it as my work starts declining. I'm not as engaged in meetings, and normally I'm that type of person that is really on point, driving meetings, driving process change and stuff like that. So that's where I notice it, and then I get myself back in the gym, and it immediately picks back up. I'm way sharper at work, and I know what I'm doing, and I can kind of lead better.
So that initial, what was it, 25, 20, 30 pounds?
Yes.
Did you tumbled into because somebody said something to you and you said to yourself, like, I can't. So were you hardcore then? You stayed at that for about a year, right?
I started doing some boot camp classes just to find a gym home, basically. I found if it's not convenient for me, then I'm not going to go. So, and I needed a place that was open early in the morning and had showers, kind of, so I could get in there and get there before I went to work. So, kind of started doing boot camp classes to get that cardio built back up. That I had lost from not doing hardcore exercises. I started doing some cardio kickboxing classes, and it just got to the point of where punching the bag, kicking the bag wasn't enough for me anymore. It got my endurance built up. I lost the vast majority of that weight doing those cardio kickboxing classes, but it just got to the point of where I need more.
Right.
And at that point in time, one of the instructors, they noticed that I was keeping up with the different exercises, and I tuned myself into a training more than the average person, I think. I really start to, why are we doing this? What's the purpose in this? Is it leading to something else? And he kind of motivated me to start something else. So I started doing some Muay Thai classes. They were early in the morning as well, so it really played out good for me. My coach, we had maybe 2 to 3 people in that class, so I was really getting close to a one-on-one focus at that time. And it progressed rapidly from there, and I really think it was because I had that close attention at that time. He really he presses us hard. He's kind of a legend in the Atlanta martial arts scene. And
what's his name?
Coach Gary Brown.
Oh, okay. And what's the name of his facility?
The gym we're currently at is called Team Octopus, Sandy Springs.
Nice.
And I've been with him for about 4 years now.
Okay. Team Octopus, Octagon.
Yeah.
Tentacles.
The 8 limbs.
Right. Is there a motto or statement goes with 8 limbs?
No, we don't have any of those.
It's just get in there and kick it and beat
That's
it and get
right.
it together.
Yep.
And you said that this is so, because so many people say, well, JoAnna, I'm just too tired to work out. I'm frustrated. I got this at the work. But you're saying that, hey, this can be the balancing that you need to keep the other stuff going.
So in the mornings, I don't really have issue with it. When I talk about convenience to work and home, I actually am closer to work and home now. We moved a whole lot closer to the Sandy Springs area, and that's probably the most important part of getting into a gym and getting into a routine is making sure it's convenient for you.
Right.
So I get up at around 5:30 in the morning. I had to do jiu-jitsu class in the mornings. And I usually do that about 3 to 4 times a week. Sometimes I'll hit the lazy button, and I won't go on Mondays. I have been pretty regular over the past few months though, but I'll do that in the mornings. And the motivation's not that hard in the morning. It's I can really see the fruits of my labor throughout the day when I do hit class in the morning. Now, on the flip side of that, there is no Muay Thai class in the morning, and there hasn't been for some time. So there's my motivation factor. After working I typically work from 8:30-ish until about 6:30-ish every day.
Okay.
I don't take a lunch, so I'm at it all day long, and I'm kind of ready to go home. But Muay Thai class is at night, so
You have to go to your class.
yeah. So it has been harder for me to hit that, even though that has been my consistent thing over the past 4 years. I have been in Muay Thai for these 4 years. I recently picked up the jiu-jitsu again after not doing it for about 10 years. So I kind of have to get myself built up and motivated to hit Muay Thai in the afternoon or evening at that point in time. But that's where I really feel the effects of the cardio, and where I kind of work it out of myself, where I'm kind of run down at the end of the night.
Right.
The jiu-jitsu in the morning is what I feel it gets my mind going. I've noticed that since doing the jiu-jitsu classes in the morning that it makes my mind sharper throughout the day. It's with the ground fighting and the grappling, you're doing a lot of slow movements. When we call it live rolling. That's when you're actually doing the grappling portion of it at full speed. You are using strength and speed at that time, but there's a lot of technical aspects of it where you are using your mind and thinking about, okay, what's the next move I need to make here? You can slow it down by just putting your weight on somebody and holding them in a certain spot. But I notice that it gets my mind going, and it gets me in the right frame of mind for work throughout the day.
That's that body-brain challenge that we talk about.
Yeah.
And so you get that in one workout. Now, can those particular arts be used in self-defense mechanisms? Do you feel a lot more confident about whether somebody's going to come grab you from your car and you're going to be able to beat them down, or?
Definitely, definitely. So in jiu-jitsu, I would say there's a lot of practical applications for it, and I really like to speak to that with it being with smaller people, even females find success in it because you don't have to use a lot of strength and weight to control someone. It's a lot about holds. There's a lot of choke holds. There's a lot of arm locks, leg locks, stuff like that. And a lot of it, you're grabbing a hold of someone's clothing. We train in a gi. It's kind of there to remind you that, you are clothed out on the street. And I don't know if you remember or not, but that's basically what made jiu-jitsu more popular in the U.S. was the early on UFC with your little Hoist Gracie. He was the little jiu-jitsu guy that came in there and beat all the big burly boxers and kickboxers and those guys. So it is very applicable to daily life.
In self-defense.
Definitely.
Awesome sauce. So thinking about, you said you skipped lunch. I know you told me that you have tapped into that intermediate fasting that is trending now for those who know about it. Tell us a little bit about that with the few minutes we have left.
So I've kind of started that. Noticed a lot of people talking about it, and the main reason why I started doing it was because most people talk about the how it makes you more sharp, your mind more sharp throughout the day.
Right.
And I noticed that. Around noonish, one-ish, even if when I was eating breakfast on a regular basis, that I was kind of, it was kind of dipping down. So I mainly started it for that reason, and I really felt like I wasn't eating that much in the morning anyway. So to be honest, I don't hold myself 100% accountable to what they typically do. One of the methods is to stop eating at 8 p.m. and not eat until the next day at noon. So because of my gym schedule, I'm usually not out of the gym until around 7:30, 7:45, and not getting home until 8. I am going to eat a meal.
You're not going to just wait until 12 the next day?
No.
Especially on those days.
Right. But I just make sure, the thing with me is I make sure that I'm not eating a ton of food right before I go to bed.
Right.
I keep it really basic for the most part. A small portion of meat. The typical nutritionist advises, like the fist size or what would fit in your palm.
Right.
Sweet potatoes, vegetables, salad, stuff like that. And then it's okay if you drink water, drink some coffee in the morning, and that's basically what I've been doing. Now I'll stray away from it on the weekends, and I'll have some eggs and spinach basically for breakfast, but I really don't go outside of that.
Well, Eric, thank you so much for your demonstration doing fitness and coming to visit us. You guys have heard from a pro, just about. I hope you guys take up more than just walking and working out. Try some MMA. You've been on the move with JoAnna Ward and Eric Bullock, and I'll see you guys next time.